door, so I'm going to close the door behind me because I'm afraid that if I let you in, you're going to take my spot. That's not community building. You know, so I heard Tremaine did the first talk. Tremaine's an old friend of mine. I met Tremaine in front of this talk called Union, and I think some of y'all work with Chris Gibbs that owns Union Los Angeles. So Chris, not to get too much into storytelling, but Chris used to manage the Union New York store on Spring Street, and it was kind of like a hub for social outcasts like me and Tremaine. I literally saw Tremaine with like a polo shirt, and I was like, oh, you like polo? I like polo. Where are you from? He's like, Jamaica. I'm from Richmond Hill, and the rest is history. That was in 1999, and that's been my friend ever since. Same thing with Chris Gibbs. I met Chris hanging out at the New York Poets Cafe, and we would be there for open mic nights back in 1994, 1995. We both love Stretch and Baque. Now Stretch and Baque, not to go into a huge thing about that, you should Google them. But they broke a lot of early hip hop acts that maybe your parents really loved, like Wu-Tang and Biggie and Nas. You know, like they were the kind of gatekeepers and co-signers of what would be the next big thing for hip hop music coming out of the early 90s. But once again, it had nothing to do with being cool. It was just like, we're in this one place. You kind of look like me, and we're into this weird kind of underground hip hop scene. All right, you have no choice. You're going to be my friend. We're going to be boys. So all that kind of like spirit of friendship building and community building is really what I want to do for Baque. Because like I said, believe it or not, not everyone was willing to be helpful coming up. You know, for me, one, I went to community college. I went to Queensboro. So I had to drop out because school in the arts was really expensive. And there was nobody with my grade in school in the arts. Except for one guy named Rafael Rios, who to this day I still shoot. He's one of my best friends. I printed his book 3 years ago. It's called Family. But once again, it's kind of those things where like, we're the only two that look like us in this room. So you know what, like we're gonna be friends. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna try my best to make sure that you and I, like, we stick together because it's literally us against everyone. School of the arts, and I don't know how y'all feel, but I always want to look good. I never want to look dusty. I never want to look broke. So I always had a job, and the only job that would allow me to go to school, have a flexible schedule, was a retail job. Like a place like the Street Market, where like, hey, I can only work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Give me as many hours as you got it. I'll do it. And so that was always a consistent thread in my life from 18 to 28. I've always had a retail job because I always wanted a discount on clothes. I wanted accessibility to other people, once again, that look like me, that I could come across paths with. To this day, I still have friends that I made during my retail days. I'm not going to give you the laundry list of all the places I worked at. Half of them don't exist, the other half might still be here. But my point is that one of the hugest benefits of growing up in New York City is you learn how to hustle, right? New York is one of the only places that I've been in where you can show up on a Sunday with $5 in your pocket, and if you know how to move and shake, by that following Sunday, you could turn that $5 into $1,500. You know, it just depends on what are you willing to do, and nothing illegal, I'm saying, and nothing that's going to compromise anyone's safety. But like, you know, whether it's like I'm going to go wash dishes, I'm going to go work at this restaurant, I'm going to take a that's what. But the truth is, I don't know, because I don't know what your angle is. You know, you might want to do a bodega, chopped cheese, Air Force One. You know, it's like, cool, this Sunday it's a whole new perspective, new story, because I don't know Stone's story, and it's all about your story. And I think at this point, you know, I'm going to do a quick wrap up. I'm actually going to do a bodega with UPS and New York Fashion Week. I'm pretty sure it's on September 9th. I'm going to coordinate KickNKnowledge. I would love everybody to come to the opening party. But once again, like, this is a celebration of Latinx History Month, and they asked me to come and hand select up-and-coming young Latinx businesses that can be supported by UPS and by New York Fashion Week. And once again, like these are the reasons why I do what I do. You know, I won't lie to you. I love making money. I love making money. You know, but what really fills my spirit and my heart is to really create a platform and give opportunity for people that look like us. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not doing that, then I feel like I'm not doing my job. And the inevitable, the other big invitation is we're going to open up our first Awake New York store on Orchard Street at the end of this year. I'll be in direct communication with KickNKnowledge. I would love for y'all to come to the opening party. You know, we'll have internships available. I'm pretty sure y'all know how to sweep. Take any kind of help.
Manual is a great feature.
Yeah, that manual labor comes huge.
Manual labor.
Sweep and vacuum, all my jobs. I'll show you myself how to do it. I promise you. And once again, man, you know, like the whole objective of having a store is to have a community center to do things like this. You know, shout out to Bayesian and Dover Street Market and James, because look, the reality is it's not normal for you to come out with your first collection and to be in a store like Dover Street Market, right? 5 years ago, Dover Street Market gave me an opportunity to have my collection shown here and to do it my way. Also because I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, they're like, Angelo, we want you to be in the basement, and I was like, I'm not doing nothing in the basement. I want to be on the 3rd floor. I want to be next to the CDG home. I was on one, but they gave me the space to be on one and really trust my vision. We were, if my memory serves me, we're the first brand to ever bring a live performer into the space. We had a 5-piece salsa band performed in here. We packed it out. So, you know, I also want to acknowledge and have gratitude to the Dover Street Market for, you know, bringing all of us together today. And yeah, man, I look forward to you know, seeing y'all in the future, man. I want to see all the ideas and the beautiful things that can lead this one conversation. So thank you.
I've done. But I've changed my style a little bit, and I've changed my color a bit. I used to have pink hair, now it's all blue, and that's what I'm focusing on. The sneaker I would do is a Converse or a Doc Marten, because one, I'm already wearing Converse, and my most comfortable shoe is the one I collect. I have a collection of them at home, and yeah, I feel like I would like to have some, and I don't have that many Nikes, so I'm like, well, that's like a brand I work with the most. I have 4 pairs, a good amount, but Converse is just where I sit, and I feel like Doc Marten is just like, I don't know, something in me is like, I want to wear this. Like, it feels like such an adventure shoe, and that actually feeds into the design. So for the Doc Marten, the Doc Marten shoe is the same green and type of brown I'm wearing now, because there's part of me that is like a small adventure. That's why I'm actually here, because I had to slightly break free from like a little spot I was in to be here now. And actually, traveling is scary to me. If I know a route, I would go with it. I don't like going to places I'm unfamiliar with. But it's good to break free from that. Now that's why I'm able to go to places in New York, and why I'm actually why I'm here now. It's like an adventure shoe, and for the Converse, go back to my how I am. I feel like I'm a star. I feel like I'm amazing. I say this. That's a lot. Like, amazing. And so it would be similar to your pants, like the pattern design. And since the Converse is all about all-star and it's already started, it fits. So it would be a dusky blue or the color of my hair right now. And it just feels like one of the more comfortable shoes. I'm actually wearing something I would actually be similar with right now. But yeah, that's it. I would present the shoe, right? So how I present the shoe, sorry for talking. How I present this shoe is how actually I was presenting myself. I worked with hair, and I was able to do a small little modeling gig for Nike. It was a little small thing. I was modeling Nike UI 01, and the taxi shoe, that's like an all yellow shoe, and that's actually what made me continue to go to Nike. So I would have a small little photo shoot, a small little video explaining the shoe, because that's what was done for me, and that's what like I got recognized for, and I still get recognized on the shoes. Like, you're the Nike girl who was on that Nike ad. Like my school even posted it on emails and stuff like that. When we figured it out, it's like they were sending emails out saying, congratulate Ashley on the Nike ad and all that stuff. I'm getting off topic, but that's what I can tell. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I like to pull the moving investors, whatever you want to call me, I'm assuming the name. So, well, first of all, like, I grew up like mad broke. I'm not even gonna put you. I come from the dumps, whatever. So I wanted to originally like do a shoe that everybody could afford. I was like, nah, forget that. That's totally not the shoes out there. So when I was younger, I used to watch Back to the Future a lot. That was my movie. Like I grew up swearing I was gonna buy a DeLorean, you know, like something. I'm gonna be it. Like this and all that. So when I saw those Nike Air Mags, bro, I went crazy with so tight and laces. They have, I don't think they have those at the time. I watched it. So that's the shoe I think I would design, and similar to what I did with these like Pumas, like I was on these swaps out in Chicago with KickNKnowledge. It would be a Japanese base Nike Air Mag. I love Japanese culture, the idea of honor, and like the amount of honor they had, the samurai, anime, all that. I'm big on all that. So I think it would be a Nike Air Mag based on like honor and the samurai, and just I love what they stand for. Like when I look at Japanese culture and I look at our culture, I think like we can do so much better. So stay with us.
Yeah. I've always been a sneakerhead, and I love like one sneaker. That was the classics. So I was thinking like my inspiration, I'd do something like that's like it represents like me, my love for like maybe different colorways based on the day and how places, or like different sewing arts and stuff like that.
All right.